Hey, how is everyone? Clearing the space, coming into higher resolution of self. Here we go. I am just doing this for shits and giggles. For love, love, love. Ooh. So I've got a few decks of cards here, and I just love the tarot readings online. And I don't even have all my decks with me. I've been collecting tarot decks for a long time. And so I'm gonna do my favorite subject, divine feminine, divine masculine. What are you thinking? Woohoo, what are we doing? What is going on with us? I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it. I got my lashes on. I put them on backwards too. Like this is like my first time putting on lashes. Oh, look, here we go. The Nine of Earth. Ooh. And then we also got the Eight of Water. So let me go ahead and read that because this is a new deck for me and I'm just having fun. So you're gonna see me with my glasses on, and we got the Nine of Earth. So, and these glasses don't even work. Can you air? We've got the Eight of Water. Mm, 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 mm. We've got the Eight of Water and the Nine of Earth. What's going on with divine feminine and masculine? Oh, 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 ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me. Thank you, divine masculine, for reminding me what it is to be me. I'm just a jokester. Okay, so, oh God, can I read this? I need new glasses. Nine of Earth, disciplined, self-reliance, reliable resources, restraint, and self-control. The final stone placed in the foundation. I know I can rely on myself and spirit. There are many tools at my disposal, and I use my resources wisely, solidifying the foundation of my security in the material world. I am diligent and disciplined, focused on completing the work I began long ago. I stick on to my program, trusting that the plan is unfolding before me exactly as spirit intended. Woo-wee, isn't that doozy? So, the foundations of our creation, a lot of us who are not in union with ourselves or other might be saying, like, okay, how do I get to that space of being in union with myself and creating the foundation of my art, my life's art? We have the resources within. So I feel so funny because I do feel like, and I have felt since I was a child, that I'm to be in divine union with this super like amazing guy. And along the way, some things have happened and I've gotten schooled by the guys in my world. So, and I always was just like, don't you want to be like in divine union so we can create this amazingness together? And then it was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not even showing up the way I want to show up. So I've been on this deep journey of creating my foundations, even if I feel like without them and feeling a little bit lost. But I know me. I know what I want. So this is about you. What are the foundations that you're creating for your world, your life? What resources do you have? What is your nature, your natural? The spirit is with you, the spirit of yourself, the spirit of life. So how can you tap in and create that ground? Root in it, girl. Root in it, boy. All right, now we got the Nine of Water. The Nine of Water. Aren't you so happy? Oh, Eight of Water, I'm sorry. Aren't you so happy for the flow? Journey of discovery, letting go, and seeking a deeper meaning and greater authenticity beyond superficiality of all things. This is me not be superficial. This is like me playing. Like I love playing like this. And when I'm not playing, I'm being superficial. So I'm letting it flow, letting it glow, and I got my nice little background so I can make videos and play with you in the flow of the water. So all that glitters isn't gold. And I know that I always deserve authentic riches, the gold that fills me with joy, abundance, and understanding. I fearlessly pause to re-examine where I have been, where I am, and where I might go. Now, I consciously choose the path that is right for me instead of one that seems likely to draw me onto it, or the one I feel I ought to walk. I am true to my heart. I've come as far as I can, and I leave by the wayside the last vestige of illusions, the last vestiges of illusion, the last bits of fear and shame. I will no longer hold on to what isn't right for me. Woo, isn't that so true? How many of us have been in that space where we're like wanting something, oops, ah, and then not being true to ourselves, like, and then looking at the glitter and then being like, I should be the glitter, and then being like, I'm not goldy enough. But I got gold in some man and me doesn't want to see my gold. But like your gold, your gold and your glitter more than anything. So how do you choose the path that's right for you instead of the one that seems likely over there, someone else's path, and one that might be holding you onto the path of, someone else's idea of what you should be? So rather than being drawn onto someone else's path, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, what is the walk that you feel like walking? And when you become that true self and really come alive to who you came here to be and how, and you like walk your stride, like, okay, what kind of walk is it? Is it like how does your walk work? When are you in flow? When are you thriving with the pounce of your feet hitting the ground? Like, mm, mm, my beat of my heart. Boom, boom, rhythm and rhyme. When are you being that in every bone in your body and everything is just like, just like the most graceful animal on planet Earth? You are that, aren't you? You're meant to be. What, humanity is not as cool as animals? Like, watch those animals, how they run, how they walk, how they stride, and how they just, every bone is just like, you know, we get all like gangly and weird sometimes, and we forget what it's like to be embodied in these beautiful bodies. So if you can just take a moment to like stretch and imagine, like, how would I walk my walk if I was really my true self? How would I glide in that water, that flow? When am I touching the ground? What kind of energy am I putting there? What am I being? So, should I keep the glasses on? No, I like the glasses on. Should I get surgery on my eyes so I can see? Or anyway, I'm just gonna be funny me. Oh wait, they're telling me justice. Ace of Earth and message of water. I didn't even ask a question, but I was feeling, how should I be? What should I do? And I'm just joking around, right? So the justice card has been coming up a lot for me. And am I really recording? I'm really doing something here. So what's justice for you? Justice in your life. Is there justice being played out? Weird hair. What are you doing there? Okay, so for me, I pulled the Justice card on 2 decks. It's the number 11. I remember because I'm an 1111. And I pulled the Justice card on 2 decks when I injured myself, and that was not too long ago, that was like a month ago. I couldn't maybe a month and a week, I couldn't walk, I was on crutches, I had a meniscus tear, and before that, I was, like, literally, like, I had I was having what do you have? The dark night of the soul, like, the very pit, and I was just like, "What's the use? Boo-hoo, why do you?" And I was literally, like, just like I wasn't ready. I had to go take care of something. I had to take care of my car, which was on my friend's land, and it's non-operative, so I had to go from one land to another. Thank God it was like this hilly landscape between. And because one friend is like leaving and my car is on her land, and then I had to go bring it to another friend's land. And I just wasn't ready to leave like my nest after having a challenging time. And so, and I was having like dark night of the soul winter, and because last year was really challenging for me. And so I went into their sauna and I couldn't get it going. I was like there for hours, just like stoking it with the fire. And I was like, get the sauna going. I'm not sweating. Okay, I got a little bit of sweat enough. Okay, great. So anyway, I had like stars like through a window in the sauna, and I was just like, "Ooh, isn't it beautiful?" And then I was like talking to the stars, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what's the use?" And then I just like was had this like depression that had been part of my life come up, and then I was feeling the negativity I didn't want to have. I was trying to shift that, and I was like, I just felt dark. I had lost hope. I just felt like I was too old to do anything. And that, because my guy went for like a young lady, and I just felt awful. She could have been our daughter, and I was like, okay, well, and I lost hope, and I felt like my life was worthless, but it's not. So I'm regaining my momentum, and like, okay, so I'm not going to have children with that guy. So, okay, so he wants that. So maybe he's not my divine masculine. And who knows if I will find another one, because he throttled my heart and my libido and everything about me so much. So anyway, the justice was then I said, oh, woe is me. What's the use? And then I went up to this, like the cottage. It was like freezing cold. It was like not really comfortable space for me. And I was kind of out of alignment from crying. And then I just went to go to bed, and I went to grab my phone, which I had left by the door. And then I twisted my knee with a meniscus tear. And I was like, oh my God. And I was literally like, oh my God, my knee. Oh, this is you, Snow. Like, okay, so hurt yourself, your foundations. Oh my God, I'm telling my story. It's okay. Fine. And so then I pulled the justice card, the justice, this. I pulled this, the justice card, in 2 decks, and I only had 2 decks with me. So there's a woman in blue, where can you see it best? With her wings and the moon above her. The light is shining on her back. And she's got a lightsaber in her arm, in her hand. So you slice through reality with the light. And the justice card. Justice. The law of cause and effect is in play now. As I see elements in my life balance out, what goes around comes around. I'm now seeing evidence of the law in the condition of my world. So I was like, boo hoo, what's the use? And then I couldn't walk for like weeks. And then I couldn't do my exercises. And I'm trying to get like I'm not going to mention how old I am, the over 50, like jazzy body that I've always wanted to have. That wasn't cool when I was a kid. I was like that athletic girl that everyone's like, go be a body trainer. And I was like, and I thought that was so uncool. And I was just like, I wanted to be a wavy artist and stuff like that, a model-y type. And I'm like muscular, but I always ran and I always been outside. So I was just like, okay, bring it on. That's my nature. I love it. Bring it on. And so then I just injured myself. I mean, you might see pictures of me playing with that. Am I gonna post this really? Okay, I might. I'm having fun. Why not? So we also got the Ace of Earth. Look at that. Looks like the deer and the elk with the earthen leaves and the sunshine on the mountain, on the rock. The earth is so solid and it's flowing and it's alchemical. So Ace of Earth, water is on that. Okay, well, here we go. Ace of Earth. La da da da, we got music going on. Da 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 da, day 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 day. Be my. No, you know what? I just had the Dark Night of the Soul, and if you're gonna make fun of me, don't bother, because it doesn't bother me. And it's just you bothering you if you're making fun of people. So if you don't enjoy this, just run along. But if you enjoy this, let's have some fun. Okay, so Ace of Earth, prosperity in its purest form. Woo! Concrete results in the physical world, abundance made manifest. Oh, giving me heart pangs. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty. Oh, yeah, see, can you tell I need to use? I align myself with success. I can generate gold from, oh, you weren't supposed to see how terrible I can't see. Okay. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. Woo. How do you do that? Oh, no. What can you do with your fingertips? I type a lot. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. Isn't that true? It's so true. I mean, for me, I feel prosperity like my wall, my earthen wall that I put up so I can feel like I can create something. And then just I've been working on getting myself out here and putting things out. And I was like, okay, do it on that one and do it. I have like 20 different identities online, like literally ones that I made and hid and didn't show anyone, made private, had like maybe 20 people, 25, and wrote 17K tweets. Like, I don't even have access to that anymore. I might, but I literally had an account where I wrote 17K tweets, and I was writing about at the same time as the Me Too movement. And I was actually writing about that too. Yeah, me too. And yeah, I've been learning quite a bit about that. And I'm here to help heal all of our hearts by starting with mine and connecting with yours because I believe in us. Do you believe in us? Don't laugh at me. I'm going to try to read this without moving my glasses, okay? So the next we have Messenger of Water. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at the message. Ooh. The Messenger of Water. Romantic attraction, chivalry, admiration, seeing the best in others. Oh, I've been learning that. Have you? I mean, I always thought I saw the best in others, and then I realized, when people weren't seeing the best in me, I'd be like, "Poo on you." Well, I don't see the best in you either. Something like it's like, do you have to play their game? Like, why do you just go in it? Like, you can still see the best in them and keep your distance and be like, I see that best, but like, that other part, I'm not really liking it and I'm not, so let me just go. Like if they want to be that way, either, you know, face them and say something in a way that helps them realign or lets them know, like, you know what, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. Boy, do I wish girl, guy, life, God, I wish that I had the ability to do that sometimes. Sometimes I was just so weak. So but that's the way it is. Sometimes you just don't have the ability to do it and you just protect yourself and create your bubble, be around people you trust. But sometimes you can stand up and be like, you know what, that was not cool. And this is why. And if they want to keep on that's their choice. And you have your freedom, I hope. So romantic attraction, chivalry, admiration, seeing the best in others, heightened emotional awareness, Ooh, isn't that what we were just talking about? So being aware of your emotions and also the emotions of others. Like a lot of times when people are being weird, it's them. It's not us. So if we see the best in them and if we can stand up and know what we're about, and if we can self-regulate with our emotions, then we won't have as many problems because we'll be in that heightened space of emotional awareness. Excuse me. A call to fall in love with yourself. Hello, hair on my chest. I'm fine being a goofball. I was so embarrassed for a long time that I was this goofball, but aren't I supposed to be a sexy girl? Aren't I supposed to like bat my eyelashes? And you know what? These eyelashes make me really happy because I literally have no eyelashes. Like I'm like that light kind of light, kind of dark person. Like I do have some dark genes in me, but I've also got a lot of light genes in me. So like my eyelashes are so small and then I have these droopy things and I just felt funny, but hey, I'm part Siberian, so guess what? I have Asian eyes. People called me Asian eyes my whole life. Asian eyes, why are you blonde and you have Asian? You're Asian. That was literally the school ground thing. So it took me a long time to really accept myself. Like, oh, I'm not tall enough. Oh, I'm too white. I'm too blonde. I'm too Asian. I'm too smart. I'm too dumb. I'm too athletic. I'm too thin. I'm too fat. I don't have boobs enough. Like, we all have some sort of challenge with ourselves and we don't need that anymore. It's time to just love ourselves. Like, how can you see the best in yourself? What do you love about yourself? Take out a piece of paper and write it. What do you love in yourself? Bum, bum, ba, dee, dee, da, ha, ha. Oh, 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 oh. I want to know. Put it down in the comments below. So, next, I need to look for the best in others and honor it, even when it seems a challenge to do so. It's true. And that helps a lot. I think of some places where I'm still like learning to see the best in others and what a journey it has been, especially with this whole twin flamey thingamajig. I thought that I met my twin flame. Who knows if I did or didn't, I have no idea. But this person showed me so much. Like I was like so annoyed with them. And then I felt this like love, and like, how could I be in love with a guy that's so annoying? Like, what is this? So I've been like fishing through myself and like experiencing, and it's just like I really just love a specific essence of him. And so how do I just remind myself of that essence? And is that an essence that's inside of me? Is he reminding me of something in myself? And why does he awaken me so much? And the verdict is still out. I mean, I'm right now personally ready to date other people, but then I meet other people and I have no attraction or no interest. So what to do? Just keep on healing, keep on awakening, keep on becoming, keep on loving, keep on being this person that sees the best in others and honors it, even if it's a challenge to do so. How can we do that better? How can we do that better with ourselves, with our parents, with our friends, with our lovers, with the people we work with, the person that we see on the street? And I mean, I'm that girl who, when I would see people, I would always be all about if I can uplift them. How can I uplift this person? I was always looking for the best in them. But then I found that people would use that against me and they wouldn't see the best in me and then they would pounce on me. And then I would remind them of their best and then they would pounce on me. So they would get some sort of like power over. So there's a way to do this that keeps you in check to make sure that you maintain your power. And that's by really acknowledging yourself, seeing the best in you and seeing the best in others and knowing who you are and what your intentions are and what your true value of creation is. Like if you know that you mean love, that you mean joy, that you mean peace, that you are a bliss body inside, then you will see that in others. And then when people try to say that you're other, you're unshakable. You're unfuckwithable. Remember that one? Did you read that one? So my attraction stem from self-love. Oh, isn't that what we just said, kind of? My attractions stem from self-love and a knowledge that I am a part of all love, which takes many forms, each exquisite in its own way. Now, have you thought about the forms of love? Like, how many forms of love have you experienced? How many forms do you know exist? How many forms of love have you dove into? I mean, there's like love of your family, love of your parents, love of your brother and your sister, love of yourself, love of the land, the water, the earth, the sky, the wind, the fire, the love of movement, the love of dance and art, the love of self, the love of boopy boo. And then there's the love of lover, the love of the man, of the woman, of the people we love. Ooh, we're so excited when that happens, aren't we? I know I've been like, and then people are like, run. Yeah, I was a chaser. It was really unfortunate. Oh, I just got so hot. So, am I really being a comedian in this? Yeah, people always told me to be a comedian. I didn't know I'd be a comedian for this purpose, but hey, I got my cards here. I got my video. I'm also doing a podcast, and this is my podcast outfit. So, but I guess it's not the outfit for this. Well, I might have to use the same outfits. I'm just neat. Oh yeah, look, check out my knee brace. You like my socks? So I got my knee brace on, but I can move now. I wasn't able to sit here for a long time because so I couldn't do recordings, but now I can. So what we were saying in the messenger of water. Oh, can't do that to my knee. Oh, keep it chill, keep it chill. I can't have what I desire. There is no need for jealousy, anger, resentments, or fear when I am love and love flows into me powerfully. Ooh, is that not potent or what? So the flow of water, like love, is this getting blurry? Love is a flow. Love is an essence. It's watery and it's fiery. It's all the elements. It's in everything. So yeah, it's in you, it's in me, it's in we. I'm having fun with this. The eyelashes just changed the game for me. So yeah, so the flow of love, when you feel the love in yourself, when you see the love in others, when you see the love in a bell, a crystal, fire, water. Where did my water go? Oh, oh, I got my spray. Water. This is the alchemy. And we're talking about water here. We're talking about the messenger of water, the messenger of love through the waters. So can you imagine the water in your body? Can you know that you're 70% water when you're like ideally hydrated? Can you imagine that? Your waters carry information. Your waters, the seas within you, bring information into your cells to create units of you. You create aspects of you. Your cells grow with the waters. Your cells have water inside and water around in the plasma, the cellular plasma. There's water. And there's essences in this water, and your blood carries stuff, nutrients, Oh, I'm learning the biology of this. I will tell you more about it, but we did when I was in Tulum, we did water ceremonies. And literally we would have like just a few people. Like I just remember like 16 people. And I was doing the crystal bowls and I was doing the bells and the singing and like a dance and trance and like everyone was sitting there with our water. Where is my water? I think it's in the kitchen. I'm just filling it up again. Um, but we do the water and we hold the water next to us and we pray and we speak into our waters and then we drink it. And we would pour it in a bowl and do this singing and then we would put it on the ocean. The next day the ocean was like clear for 9 months. Wow. The potency that we can do when we speak with our waters. Speak with the waters we drink, speak with the waters in our body. We are potent. Water carries messages. You're sending messages into your life sphere. You are the alchemy. And I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, so tell me about, oh dear cards. Should I do another deck? How about another deck? What do people need who are aligning with themselves in this journey? The alignment of the divine masculine, divine feminine within and on all our relations. What do we need? We're going to check this deck. This deck, I just happen to have everything here. This is my little space to play. The last deck was the good tarot, and this is the shaman's dream. And so what do people need in their dream time to help them come alive with their waters? Oop, here's a card that's wanting to pop out. Nope, I think that's a no. Here we go. Let's keep on going. What do people need to align? Here we go. Let's take the top one. First breath, beginner's mind. Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. Ooh. So let's read what these have to say. So people might need their first breath and to realize that they've been a fallen angel and they've been having spiritual narcolepsy. Oh, wrong one. We got the shaman's dream over here. So we've got first breath. This is kind of a long one. Let's see. Do we have, we're okay? This camera is getting blurry. And my podcast didn't work out. It got like half of it was blurry. Thanks a lot. What am I going to do? Re-record it? Maybe. Okay. First breath, a fresh start and renewal, curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. When the first breath card shows up for you, it's time to leave the old stories and tales behind. Doesn't that sound good? You have arrived. Ready for the boogie dance. Arrival dance. Woo! Take a deep breath and take a deep breath and another. Breathe into your belly. Hold. Oh, release. That sigh can be so good. Just letting it go. There's nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that was revealing itself around you. Like, was I expecting to do this? No, because my podcast didn't work. But this is my podcast got all blurry, but this is not getting blurry. I'm not having to change the camera. So maybe I'm really meant to do this. Universe is always directing me. Okay. There's nothing else you need to do but take in the world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. Well, I was curious about doing a uh, a reading, so why not? There is no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now was. Wait, has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. How did I get here creating a reading? Even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before, try to experience it as if for the first time. For you are renewed, and the old you is no longer your concern. That's right. That girl, she was too scared to do this thing. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming when you see an experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago. Just be with it and breathe. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome and resolved it. Even if no one else realizes this yet, soon enough they will as you move on. What are you doing in this moment to change your life? I'm doing a reading. And I'm laughing at myself with me. Can you laugh with me? This girl is a serious intellectual. Wow. I got so many books around me and papers. I'm like, I got the glasses uh, and I'm a Illuminati. And you know, if the guy who ever thinks that that's too weird, bye bye. Not for me, honey. Toodaloo. Go along because I enjoy me, and you could have seen this from me if you were cool to me, but you weren't. So, but you know what? When people actually see who I am, like I have to get on camera to show who I am. Okay, why not? And I was so afraid of the camera for so many years. And it's like I had no choice because I was personally afraid to be this that I am in front of people. And only like every once in a while someone would see it and they'd be like, oh my God, you need to do a YouTube. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do a YouTube that makes fun of our ways of being. And how am I gonna do that? I even wrote skits and I've like been doing video and I'm like, okay, in that moment and now I'm just like, I just did this podcast that was all blurry. And I was like, you know what? I got all my cards. I'm all dressed up. I got my eyelashes on. My lipstick fell off, but it's okay. The pinky pink look is all right, I guess. The mix in with the whole face. I was always embarrassed because, like, I had no eyelashes. I had no eyebrows, like, no contrast. How are you going to be on camera? You know, I always liked it when I had dark hair, and I might be doing that again. So, but the eyelashes give me contrast. So I feel pretty. And that's why I got these glasses because they're also really cool. So trust your natural curiosity. And here I am creating this. And I might actually post it saying, whatever, not what who knows what I'll do with this. There's no need to dwell. Oh, did I already say that? The journey has been, yeah, yep. Do not squander the power of first breath. First breath. This is first reading. Oh my God, can you believe we got first breath, one of my first reading? And I think I'm actually going to post it because, like, who cares? I'm me. I already had the dark night of the soul and I injured myself and like people on me and I don't need them. I need me. You need you. We need we before they need we. And then when we are with we, then like you with you, me with me, then maybe out there we'll be with we, with whoever the we is. And we'll find out what the we is when we're each with ourselves, the sovereignty, the freedom of being thyself. We have this capability in this lifetime. And this is what so many of us feel is where we're going with the world and where we can go. And this is where our thrival is. Like if we're honoring ourselves, then we're honoring all our relations because then they'll actually know who we are. Like, so if you go and someone's like, oh my God, you're so silly, then you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't do that. I'm so stupid. Look at this weird face. How are they gonna like me with my weird face? Like that kind of stuff. Or you'd be like, you know what? I like to play. And then you start doing these weird contortions and you're like, ooh. Someone's gonna find you sexy, baby. And you know what? I like me. Do you like you? So what can you do to get out of your zoo? Like where you're jailed in, being stared at. Like, are you a spectacle? You over there. What kind of animal are you? Because I don't think you're the same breed as me. And my breed is superior to yours, so we're gonna eat you. Something like that, you know? That's not really where we're going in humanity. So I guess I am being a comedian all of a sudden. So do not squander the power of first breath, giving the old narrative mouth to mouth resuscitation. Use it for the new beginnings. Yeah, you don't want to relive the old, like squander the first breath and be like, oh, I'm so scared to be me. I'm so scared to be me. I've been that long enough, and I'm sure you have too, because this is where humanity is going, is we're getting out of the space of being scared to be who we are, our nature, and love it, even with wrinkles. You know, I do that every morning, right? Okay, we'll have the serious podcast at some point too. Um, so do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of your word. Use the new beginnings to animate a world you can play and create in. Oh my God, I just created a world I can play and create in. And there I was like, and my podcast. And then it got all blurry. And and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play. Oh, there's another one. The farther gate. A bold step forward. And we have a phone call from my friend. So ciao ciao. And there's the blur. Bye bye.